Several friends and neighbors are struggling significantly to meet their basic day-to-day needs during this COVID-19 season. The Direct Cash Assistance Program seeks to put dollars into the hands of these families quickly to address their most urgent needs. We are thankful for all our community partners, the churches, nonprofits, and local ministries who have come alongside these families. Each one of them has truly been the hands and feet of Jesus.
My name is Olivia. I have been working with the Cash Assistance Program at Community Action House. Over the past several months, I've had the opportunity to distribute cash funds to our pantry guests. These funds have given our community hope and dignity. This means they've been given hope to keep moving forward and the dignity to choose what they wanted to spend their money on. One of the best examples of this was a mother who I had the privilege of qualifying for the funds. This mother was able to buy her daughter a birthday cake for her 9th birthday. This was an extra item that wouldn't have been purchased without the funds. It may seem small, but to this mother and daughter, it made a difference. From all of us here at Community Action House, thank you for providing our community with hope and dignity and a 9-year-old a cake.
Hello, my name is Reina Masco, and I'm the Children's and Youth Coordinator at St. John's Episcopal Church in Grand Haven. I wanted to thank Movement West Michigan and all its donors for partnering with us to provide financial aid to our families during this difficult time. A lot of our families were heavily affected by COVID, unable to work, and unable to access resources such as unemployment or any other government help. Because of your generosity, our families were able to provide food, pay for rent and utilities. Some of our families were able to put a deposit on an apartment, and some of them were even able to buy beds for their children. So on behalf of St. John's Episcopal Church and every single family that we were able to help because of donors like you, I want to say thank you. You have made a big difference in each of our families' lives. Muchas gracias.
The second single mom who was babysitting, she is a mother of 5. And because this situation that everyone is facing, she doesn't have any income at all. So we submit the name, and she let us know that was a blessing in the way that she got the money like right away, and she was able to pay the rent, because that is one of the most things that she was struggling with, rent and food. And when you are a mom of 5, and right now, for example, that everyone has go to school, is too much in her plate. But I am pretty sure that there was another blessing that she received, because at least, she is trying to get everything in the right place. At this time is hard, and at the same time we are trying to get in contact with another organization the way that we can help her out. Besides what the church is doing, we understand that is so much for her, trying to get the rent on time, trying to get food for 5, and also she was taking care of her mom who passed away last week. So she had many things going on, and something like this, even though sometimes people think 500 is nothing, because we can find people who can talk in that way. For someone who has nothing, 500 is looking at heaven and see the floodgates open for you, and that is just amazing. Thank you so much.
So I had the privilege a couple of weeks ago of meeting with a woman who was a recipient through the Direct Cash Assistance Program of $500. And she was at a loss for how to activate the physical card that she received in the mail, because she did not have access to internet or a computer or a phone. So I met with her on my front porch so I could use my computer and explain to her the process of how to make sure that the $500 was active on her card. And we had a great time chatting. I found out that she moved here from Texas. She didn't speak any English and needed knee surgery in the coming months. She could hardly walk up the steps of my porch. So I held her hand and we prayed together for her knee, and then activated her card without any glitches, thank the Lord. But as we talked, I found out that this woman was very uncomfortable and suspicious of the idea that there'd be money on a piece of plastic. She had never used a credit card or a debit card before, and so she begged me to follow her to the gas station and to ensure that this piece of plastic would actually pay for her gas in her car. So we went together over just a couple blocks from where I live to the Shell station, and I swiped the card for her, ensured her she didn't need any code in order to guarantee that the money would go through. And her elation afterwards on her face was priceless. She was super excited that she could pay for gas and make sure that she wasn't receiving a scam of some kind just because it wasn't actual cash in hand. So it was great to be able to connect her to the resources she needed. And I'm praying still that she can get surgery soon and continue to feel like she's an important part of this community.
The Community Foundation was honored to be a part of the Direct Cash Assistance Program here in the Holland-Zeeland area. While we were doing a lot of behind-the-scenes work with spreadsheets and numbers, it was so heartening to hear all the stories of individuals, families, being blessed by these resources when they received them. We are so grateful for our community partners who helped identify families and help them navigate the various online platforms to access the resources, and also to the donors who made this possible, for their trust in, belief in, investment in our families in our community going through a tough time right now. This has been a really meaningful experience, and we are so honored to be a part of it.
Romans 12:13 says, "When God's people are in need, be ready to help them. Always be eager to practice hospitality."